YouTube. It is your boy Kung Fu Kai. Listen, this is my first ever video on YouTube. Yes, round of applause, round of applause. So thank you if you clicked on my video. A like and a subscribe will go a long way. I know you hear this in every YouTube video. I am a small content creator, literally. Um, so please drop a like, a subscribe if you enjoy my content. If you don't, a dislike. It's all good. You know you like what you like, and you don't like what you don't like. So I'm cool with that. But here we go. I'm gonna be going into a build video, and yeah, it's crazy. So listen, I've been in this builder for about 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours, but I think I came out with something that's pretty godlike. You hear me? All right. So listen up. Position. We gonna go small forward. Now the small forwards, power forwards, seeming like the wave this year. Now, granted, if you want to run your guards or whatever, cool, I get that, you know. But listen, the things you can do with these small forwards and power forwards are, yeah. Hand, I go right. You can go whatever you want to go. Jersey, I'm gonna go 22 deuce deuce because it's my favorite number. I'm gonna go through it. All right. So let's get into it, man. Lot to go over. Lot to go over. So first things first, I'm going to drop him down to 6'6". Yes, 6'6". And then from there, what we're gonna do to the weight, we're gonna max that thing pretty high. We're gonna go to 247. Okay, and then the wingspan, we're gonna max that out completely. Now, as you can see, the bottom right corner in the physicals, strength got pushed to an 89. Now that's big for this build because what we're trying to do is get the bully badge. Bully badge is new this year. And yeah, it's moving people. I think it's gonna be a very OP badge. Hopefully you don't get patched or nerfed or anything like that. But yeah, so 247 on the weight, 73 on the wingspan, still get pretty good physicals, get potential of 93 ball handle, 98 pass accuracy, all different kinds of things you can do with this build. Body type doesn't really matter. I think when I did it, I just went either solid or compact. So you can go whatever you want. I mean, you do that burly. Yeah, use the big boy. So let's just say we go define. Cool, define. All right. So now this is the we getting into the meat and potatoes, right? This is the fun part where I spent 6 hours. You feel me? Not a good job. But you know what I'm saying? I did this so I can give back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this will be my first build this year. So I'm not showing y'all anything that I wouldn't make myself. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna just start off right at the top. We're gonna bring that close shot to an 80 tree. Alright, gonna bring that close shot to an 80 tree. Then we're gonna take the driving layup to an 87. Bear with me, bear with me. So we're going to take the driving dunk to an 80. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because this year 80 is the cutoff for quick drops. So you need an 80 and you also need a vertical of 60. All right. So I'll just go down there and make that a 60. All right, let's go back up though. Don't want to lose anybody. So boom. As you can see, that gives us 18 badge points potential. Okay? 18 badge points potential. All right. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna move on to shooting. So for shooting, I'm gonna go mid range 72. 3-point shot, I'm going to go 82. Now I have tested this build out in the builder and everything already, and 82 shooting is more than enough. If you're confident in your jumper and you know your jumper, lights out with the 82. I promise. Free throw, we're gonna take this to a 73. And just for a disclaimer, I made this build as like a well-rounded build. Okay, so I believe you can take this in the threes, be fine. You can take this in the fives and be fine. Wherever you go, this build will translate. All right. So now we're gonna move on to playmaking. Oh, before I even skip on to playmaking, now you see you get 18 potential badge points. Excuse me. And shooting. So you get 18 driving and 18 shooting so far. All right, and we're only at a 67. So let's keep moving. All right, now we're gonna go into playmaking. So for playmaking, we're gonna move that pass accuracy to a 7 to 3. You hear me? I heard 70 is the cutoff this year for pass accuracy and having like a reliable pass. You don't want to be throwing turnovers all over the place. So I just went with a 73. 70 is the minimum though, and I wouldn't go under that. But for this build specifically, we're gonna go 73. All right. Now ball handle. The good thing about this build, all right, you're gonna be a secondary ball handler as an option. So if you're, or maybe even the third, if you have a directed shooting guard, if you play rec or pro or anything, if you play 5v5, whatever. Either way, you're gonna be able to handle the rock. So listen up what we get here, all right? So ball handle, I'm gonna take it to an 85. 85 ball handle, and we're gonna take the speed with the ball to an 84. We're not gonna max it out. We're gonna take it right to an 84. Ball handle is gonna be 85. Now, if you look over to the badge points, 21 potential badge points in playmaking. So let me zoom in here. That gives us quick first step and unpluckable on goal at the small forward position. Remember when I said ball handle? Remember when I said you could be a third option as a ball handler? You won't have that option. And we get 21, and we're going to stop there at playmaking. So now we're going to move on to defense, all right? Good old defense. Love me some defense. So we are going to give him, we ain't missing out on nothing. We're going to give him an 81 interior defense. 81 interior defense. Listen, a lot of guards, a lot of different builds. Even if you get stuck at the 3 and you're going up against some other bigger small forwards that have strength, that 81 is going to help you in the interior. All right, the 81 is going to help you with the bully badge and all that kind of crazy stuff. Don't worry, I got you. You're in good hands. We in good hands. So perimeter, we can't miss out on the perimeter either. We're gonna take the perimeter to an 86. Yes, it's not crazy in the 90s or anything like this. But with the 86, you'll see, we're still manageable. We're gonna be able to guard, the perimeter or any smaller guard. In fact, so now we're gonna go to the steal. The steal, I ain't gonna cut out on that either. We're gonna take it to an 85. So it's an honest steal rating and it's an honest perimeter defense rating. You're not gonna be a slouch on the perimeter. You're gonna be able to guard the small balls. You're gonna be able to, or the smaller guards, and you're gonna be able to guard the bigger guards as well. Now we're gonna take it to the block. You thought we was gonna skip out on block? We didn't. So we're gonna take the block to a 61. You feel me? All right. We got the block to a 61. We can't be just a cone down there. Like you gotta have a block. Somebody drive down. Come on, you want to be able to swat that thing out of there. 61 is respectable. 61 is highly respectable. Now for the O board. Nah, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be playing the 3. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes, depending on your lineup, you playing the 2. If you're playing, 3s, you'll be that middleman, you'll be the 2, and then you'll have your big. You don't need no O board. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to skip out on the D board. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take the D board up to a 70. And that is very respectable for a small forward if you're playing the 3. Even if you get bumped to the 4, I don't know what your lineups are for 5v5. But if you get bumped up to the 4, 70 is still respectable. Your center will be doing all that work anyway, most likely, but 70 still great. And as you can see, our build's starting to take shape. We got 18 driving badges, 18 shooting, 21 playmaking, and 21 defense. Come on. And then you see the stats, but we ain't done yet. So now we're only at a 96. We're gonna take the speed. We're gonna take the speed up and max it out to an 89, and we're gonna take the acceleration, max it out to 81. This is where it get this is where it get fun. We're gonna max out the strength. So remember what I said in the beginning of the video? 89 strength. We maxed out our strength. That's where that 247 pounds comes in. All right, that's where that comes in. We're gonna be able to get bully, and if you take a look up here, we're gonna be able to get bully as a core 3 tier 3 badge on gold. Come on. If you don't got your strength up and I'm hitting you in that paint, night, pack it up, yeah. All right, so 89 strength, bully badge. We doing that. Vertical, Remember what I said earlier. We got a driving dunk of 80 and a vertical of 60. That is enough. That is the minimum to get us quick drops this year. So we're going to have quick drops. We're going to have driving layup of 87. Like, this build is going to be hard to stop in the paint. It's going to be able to shoot. It's going to be able to play make for your teammates. And it's going to have great perimeter defense. I shouldn't say great. It's going to be good. It's going to be above average. It ain't going to be like, you know, all world, but it's going to get the stops that you need. You're not going to be a slouch on defense. And of course, we're going to take the stamina up to a 90. So let's just go over the build again. Close shot, 83. Driving layup, 87. Driving dunk, 80. Post control doesn't matter. Standing dunk doesn't matter for the build. We get a total of 18 driving badges. Great. We'll be able to, with 18 driving badges, so the way this is set up this year with the whole core badges and everything, let me just give you a rundown really quickly of how this works. So, how this works, let's go ahead and expand this. To even get bully, correct? Right? To even get bully, you have to first get 10 badges in the very beginning here. So tier 1, tier 2, you have to get a total of 10 badges, okay? 10 badges. So let's say I get Fearless Finisher and Masher. That's 5 and 5. 10. Boom. Now, with those 10 badges used out of the 18 that I can possibly get, now I have 8 left over, and that's more than enough to get bully. You still have to have enough to be able to afford bully, okay? So you would have those 10, and then technically you would have to have 17. So 18, I'm left with 1 left over. So I'll be able to have bully and put that as my core badge, but then I'll have those 7 left over to work with as well. So that's the importance of this builder, and how it's kind of tricky with the core badges and everything. Same thing with shooting, same thing with playmaking. So let's get back to it though. Post control, standing dunk doesn't matter. Mid range, we have a 72. That should be more than enough if you ever do get caught in the mid range to make it. If you're wide open, yes, pull it, you'll be able to make it. 3-point shot, again, more than enough, and you'll have some badges to cover things like badges like catch and shoot, corner specialist, space creator, deadeye. Like, you got some good badges to be able to shoot, catch and shoot. Not so much off the dribble, but like I said, you're not going to be the primary ball handler. You'll probably be number 2 or number 3. So this is perfect for that role. Free throw, 73. So you'll definitely be able to make your free throws. Pass accuracy, remember what I said. 70 is like the cutoff. You don't want to be really anything below that. So anything up and above, listen, you're good. You're gravy. Ball handle, 85. That's what's great about this build. You're a small forward. You're playing a 3. You're possibly playing a 4. Depending on your lineup, you could be playing a 2. But your ball handle, you won't be a slouch. If your point guard passes you the ball, you're great. You can handle the rock. You're not going to be getting plucked. You get gold unpluckable. You get gold quick first step. You're not a slouch. Speed with ball, 84. You're moving pretty good. 21 playmaking badges in total. You're living life. Again, defense, 81 interior. Not a slouch in the paint. 86 perimeter, 85 steal, 61 block, 70 defensive rebound. Yeah, you're going to be eating. Threes, yeah, you're going to be eating. And then down to the physicals, 89 speed, 81 acceleration. It is on the lower end, but you got to remember, you got the Gatorade workouts. You'll get that to an 85. Boom, gravy. And your speed's going to be in the 90s, mid-90s. Like, yeah, strength is going to be in the mid-90s, but you start off with a max strength at 89, bully badge on gold. You eating, smoking all types of packs. You hear me? All right, vertical 60. So you got the quick drops, all that good stuff. Boom. So let's move on to where it kind of gets chaotic in the build. But before we do, let's put on what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do limitless range as my primary, and then we're gonna do finishing moves so we can help absorb and finish through contacts on layups, dunks, and alley-oops, and yeah, big boy status. We got the strength, we got the finishing moves, we got the deep range shooting. We're not a slouch. Like, come on, we're covering all the bases here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and push forward. So look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look at the shades of the players we get. Paul George and Kawhi. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, baby. How we get 2 lockdowns on one? Come on. I'm like this. This build. Listen. Inside out score, and that's the beauty of it. We're called an inside. You know how people like to check names and builds and all that, but we are inside out score. Okay. Our takeover badges you don't even see a lock in sight. You're not gonna think that this build has defense. You're not gonna think that this build has interior and perimeter. but we do, and nobody's even gonna know it. They're gonna play you, trying to play you like, oh no. They'll soon come quick to realize that he's him, I'm him. Yeah. All right. So now we gonna go test the build, and we gonna get into this badge system. So we gonna max out the stats. Yeah. All right. This is where it gets tricky, but like I said, take your time when you get in the build. You understand all of this stuff. So tier 1 and tier 2, you have to spend 10 badge points in even order to get to tier 3 and start working with those tier 3 badges. So let me show you what I mean. So for this build, I'm gonna start on tier 2. So we have Fearless Finisher worth 5 points. Boom, we're gonna get that on gold. I don't want Masher. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna go to Giant Slayer. That's 4 points. Boom. All right, so now we're working with 9. We got the 5 on Fearless Finisher, and we got the 4 on Fast Twitch. 9. So now let's just do this. 1. 1 on Giant Slayer, right? So now we have that 1 point. So we have a total of 1 and 9. 1 badge point in tier 1, 9 badge points in tier 2. So now that unlocks tier 3 for us, and now we can go ahead and get our tier 3 badge and make it a core badge. Now remember what I said, just because we have 10 does not mean we unlock and can now access a core badge per se. You have to have the total badge points left over to make it a core badge. So if the badge is worth, let's see what Bully is here. The badge is worth 7 points. I have 8 badge points available. So I'm able to get that badge and make it a core. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So Bully is going to be our core badge. And it's going to be gold. Beautiful. You love to see it. Get out the way, young bulls. All right. So now that we have that established, that's out of the way. That is a core badge, so it doesn't take up any of those 8 badge points that we had left over. So now we can go back and use those 8 badge points however we see fit. So for this build, I'm going to go ahead and give myself Limitless Takeoff on bronze. Okay? Because the dunk is there, but it's not the strongest. It's 80. I'm going to be getting quick drops. So my layup is a lot more higher. So, but still, I still want to be able to get off the ground quick and a little bit further out. So we're going to put it on bronze. Boom. So now we have Limitless Takeoff on bronze. Let's see where we can go here. I like to go... I still have 3 badges left. I want to work out this Giant Slayer. Let's go Giant Slayer on gold. Boom. So now we have 1 badge left. And you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to take Fast Twitch down to bronze, okay? Fast Twitch down to bronze. I should be okay. Get some cheesy little layups down there in the paint if I got a little guy on me. Maybe even a big guy. Don't jump, you hear me? Yeah. Acrobat. Let's see. Now we're gonna put Acrobat on silver, so I'll be able to get those tough layups. All right, because the build, we got Bully, we got drive and layup, we got a 87 drive and layup. So Acrobat and Giant Slayer are gonna pair well with this build. Then we have Fearless Finisher for the contact. Like, come on, the build gonna be a demon in the slashing, driving. Yeah, demon. So now we're done. We're done with the finishing. We've exhausted all 18 badges. It's looking bright. So now we're going to move on to shooting. Okay, so this build isn't really, I'd say is more of a catch and shoot type of build. And that's how I'm looking to make it. Granted, you can tweak it however you want to tweak it. But this is how I see fit, how I'm going to do mine. So again, remember, you got to get 10 badge points in the first 2 tiers before you can go to tier 3, right? So as you can see, it's red. It says equip at least 10 points between tiers 1 and tier 2. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do, what I like to do, I'm going to go Space Creator. I'm going to go catch and shoot. That's 5 and 5 off the rip. So boom. I got my 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. For this build, I want to do Deadeye as my core badge. You see, I don't get many badges here on a high level for my shooting, because my shooting's probably my weakest area for this build. That's okay. We're gonna take Deadeye, still one of our highest, and we're gonna use it as a free badge, technically. So we're gonna equip that as the core. Boom. We have Deadeye as our core for shooting, and we didn't waste any of those badge points. So now I can go back here, and I know what you probably look over here, you'll see Limitless Range, but you gotta remember we have Limitless Range as a takeover, so we don't need that badge, and it's only on bronze. You don't want to waste 5 badge points on a bronze. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna go back down to tier 1 and tier 2 and see what I can work with in there. So I see I got Catch and Shoot on gold, Space Creator on gold. Like I said, I'm gonna be in them corners every now and then. Even though I can, handle the ball, but sometimes I'm gonna be in that corner. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be cash from the corner. Boom. I'm gonna put that corner specialist on goal. You hear me? You feel me? Listen, cash from the corner, no matter who there. And then a really nice new badge this year is called guard up. It increases the ability to make jump shots when defenders fail to properly contest. Don't contest me, it's falling. I'm putting that thing on silver. That should be, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though that should be more than enough. And then I have one badge left over. So you can really, I mean, all you got is tier 1 at this point with one badge point. But there's Claymore here, and you can just throw this wherever you see fit. But I'm gonna throw it on Volume Shooter because I'm sure I'll be getting up a lot of shots on this build. We got that quick first step, and we got unpluckable on goal. So now we got 10 in our playmaking. Cool. Now we can go down and get our core badge. So for core badge down, we're not going to have another gold. That's okay, though. We're going to still be able to get Clamp Breaker. Clamp Breaker is a great badge this year. It's new. Proves the player's ability to fight off contact, protect the ball, and drive by opponents as the ball handler. Come on, that pairs well with the bully badge, and it'll help me not get stripped. If I am one of the, ball handlers. At times I just may be. So we're going to equip that as the core badge. Didn't waste any badge points on that. So now we're going to move over and grab another tier 3. The great thing about this build, we get handles for days on silver. So we won't be going, you know what I'm saying? We won't be going broke. We ain't going to get tired. We won't get tired. You feel me? So now we have 5 badges to work with. We have quick first step, gold, unpluckable gold, clamp breaker, and handles for days on silver, tier 3. Cool. Bailout. Me personally, the way I play my play style, I'm driving, I'm kicking. When I go for them weird shots, I would like to pass out. It sucks that it's 3 points this year, but we gotta have it. I gotta have it. And then after that, I'm gonna go up here and grab this ankle breaker, cause yeah, they effective this year. You feel me? So there we go. Now we got our 18 finishing, 18 shooting badges, 21 playmaking. Last part is defense. Let's get to it. We get 21. So same as before, we gotta work to get this 5, right? We gotta get this 10 in this tier 1 and tier 2 before we move on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put chase down on gold. Then we're gonna put pick dodger on gold, sorry. Chase down on bronze. Alright, so what we're working with 8 now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put ankle braces on 2. So boom, now we got 10. 2 in tier 1. 8 in tier 2. So now we're going to go down here. Look, listen. We get Challenger. New build this year. Improves effectiveness of well-timed contests against perimeter shooters. So like I said, if we got to guard those perimeter shooters or anybody on the perimeter, we're going to get them closeouts. And we're going to make your life miserable. So now we're going to put this as our core badge. Boom. Didn't spend any points on it. All right, that's the beauty of it. So that is our 4th and final core badge. So we get finishing bully, shooting deadeye, playmaking clamp breaker, and defense challenger. It's a beautiful thing. So now that we have that, I'm not done though. We still got 11 badge points. I'm going to move over here and go to clamps. I'm going to put that on silver. Boom. We're going to be able to get those, you know what I'm saying, those stops, those, yeah, we're going to get what we need. And don't forget, we got strength too, 89. So bumping the ball handler, all that stuff, is going to work in our favor. And then lastly, I'm going to get glove on right there. I'm gonna get glove on bronze. Now I know it's on bronze, but if I ever need to reach, it's there. It's a fallback badge, and I don't want to be drawing fouls all crazy. And it's a whole different system this year. We'll see how it goes, but I think glove will be good right there on bronze. Now, as far as pick dodger, we got pick dodger now. Gold. That's gonna help us get around those pesky screens, and I'm sure they're gonna be throwing them. We got chase down, at least on bronze, so we can battle down low, get some blocks if a smaller guard gets by us, or even another small forward. And we got ankle braces, so if we do get switched over to the small guard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. Glue. So that is the way this build is going to pan out. You got 18 finishing, 18 shooting, 21 playmaking, and 21 defense. That is the build. I hope you like and tweak the build the way you want it. It's just a template. It is the beginning of the year, so I know builds are crazy and things are always shifting and changing. But I think this is going to be a solid build for the remainder of the year. And when you do get all your badges and everything, it'll be chef's kiss. I will be posting video footage of this build in action with a little bit more badges and as I level them up, so you will get to see what exactly this build can do defensively and offensively. And again, if you like the video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe, man. Like I said, this I am obviously a small content creator. It's my first video ever, so there might be some rough patches here or there, some things I can work on. And if you feel free, leave suggestions in the comment section. But yeah, this was awesome. I hope you guys liked everything. And yeah, your boy Kung Fu Kai is out.